Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to another of Fox AAA tutorials. So now, finally we got asteroids flying around. So far just turned off the enemy, so we can just work with him later on. I'm not interested in him right now. And now we can actually spawn if we get killed by the asteroid. Now when it comes for networking, we don't want to have our ship already here on the game. We want it pretty much spawn into the network. So what we're going to do, we're going to actually make game manager that's gonna spawn us at the start of the game. In this case, we're gonna start showing up right here in the spawn point that I have set up. So we're gonna go ahead make a prefab, and here we're gonna call it ship stuff. Make a prefab and just call it player or player ship, any way you want to call it. Go ahead and drag your ship right in there and take the ship or player out of the scene. So now we're gonna go ahead and start doing the process for respawning. So we're gonna make a new game object. It's gonna be an empty one, and I'm going to call it game manager. Later on, the game manager game object will make sense. And it's gonna go ahead and make a new script out here. Create C#, and then call it game manager too. And then click on game manager in the hierarchy and drag your game manager script on it, and go ahead and open up my develop. So first thing we'll need is going to be a public variable. It's going to be the prefab for the player, so in this case it's going to be a public game object. So we're going to go ahead and go in here and say public game object player. So on the function start, in here I'm gonna say private game object clone. Yeah, normally when you want to instantiate something, I did something like game object, call it clone. Now in here it's a little different. I made it as a private variable all the way on top, and then you can actually check if it exists or not. So if not clone, then we are going to instantiate ourselves. So in this case we are going to say clone equals instantiate player. For the transform, we want to find the spawn point, so I'm gonna go ahead in here and make a private transform and call it spawn. And then inside the start, I'm going to say spawn equals game object dot find with tag spawn point dot transform. We need the transform since our variable is type transform. So now we can in here say, after it finally finds it, we can say spawn dot position, and then spawn dot rotation, close parentheses, as game object. Not worry about the update for now. So if I go ahead and make sure I click on my game manager, I'm gonna see my player in there, open up, drag my player up in there, and now when I hit play, you'll hear when you press forward or back that the ship is out there. Now we're missing the camera to find our player. So if I click on my camera, let's see right here, look at player, open up that script, and then we're gonna make it so it finds our player here. So make sure click your ship, make sure you have the tag called player. So if target, so at the bottom we're going to say if not target equals game object dot find with tag open parentheses player dot transform. And the reason why I put at the end dot transform is because the target variable is actually transform. So now if I try again and I go ahead and click play, oh, the camera finally found my ship. So every time we respawn and not, I'll show up right up in there. So I'll see you in the next video, okay? You'll have a nice one.